7 o'clock, and you know what time that means? It's time for the Homegrown Radio Hour. I'm Tara Bassett. So happy to be with you this evening on this beautiful cold day where the sun came out for a short while, and the rest of the day it was kind of gray. But that's okay because we have music to sustain us and the warmth of good friends. Isn't that right, Patrick Drous?
That's right, Tara.
Patrick Drous is with us along with Warren Erath, Cheryl Anderson, Dave Rolfs, and my guest host, Amber Reese.
Hi. I didn't know I was going to be guest host.
She had no idea that she was going to be my guest host.
All right, I'm good at winging it.
Yeah, I am very, very glad at winging it. Is that better, Colin? Oh, gotcha. That would probably help. Yeah. Okay, can we hear you now?
Yes.
Can you hear me? Can I hear you?
I can hear you.
I think I can hear you now too. That's fantastic. Colin's making this little circular gesture with his hand, and I'm thinking, what does Colin mean by that gesture? He's learned American Sign Language.
Hey.
It's excellent. The only problem is I can hear, so I have no idea what you're saying. Patrick is the head, I should say, of the Bourbonville Buskers, and you have 3 fabulous legs to the tripod stool that you sit on.
Wow.
Oh, no, isn't that a fabulous analogy?
I got nothing. The first 4 things that came to mind cannot be said on the radio. So.
Observe the sign that is on the side of the desk.
That's right.
Please, at all costs,
Zero
observe
tolerance.
the sign. Colin and I had a musician in here last week, and we thought we were going to squeak by, but we weren't so sure. And then, of course, the boss said, "Oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it. We don't need to worry about losing our FCC license. It's okay. It's no big deal."
Yeah, I like listening to you all, and I want you to stay on the dial.
We would like to stay on the dial, too.
Staying restrained.
So, Bourbonville Buskers, it's been a while since I've seen you, and I'm very glad to have you back in the studio.
Well, thank you.
Glad to be back.
Yeah,
thank
you.
you. I love the Santa wear as well. Mr. Erath, you have a sweater on. I hope everyone can see that on YouTube. We have a camera trained on you. And if you don't know this, folks who are listening, we are being streamed live on YouTube, so you can actually see this extraordinary group of people as well as listen to them. And
Where's the camera?
It's right up there at the top of the ceiling, and it's very scary because it's a hidden camera. And there's one right there, and he can take the roof cam or the straight ahead cam.
Excellent.
Last time we were here, the camera was even scarier because it just kept going around in circles and
was
circles and
possessed.
circles and circles.
Possessed of a demon. Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, I've got an idea. See that curtain? Please close it. It's one of those little fetishes of mine.
There you go.
I have to have the curtains closed
Let's not
when I'm
ruin the
doing
magic.
Yes, we don't want to ruin the magic. Well, you know,
Break the illusion.
it's funny because just thinking about it, this week 5 years ago. Oh no, let's see, 2012. Would that be 5 years? Yeah. We started Take It From Tara right here in this studio.
Oh, excellent.
And we had this funny little set. We had some, pleated, what do you call those things? Shutters that stood on their own that I got from Crescent Hill Trading Company. And I had Christmas lights on them. And we had this little wintry sign that said Crescent Hill Radio and a couple of stools. And I was having 5 guests and a musical guest and an animal interest all in an hour.
Wow.
Wow. Just booking it was exhausting.
Yeah.
So 5 years of being here with Crescent Hill Radio, and very, very lucky to be so. And I'm grateful to have Colin Trask, who's a fabulous producer, who keeps all of us in line and keeps us sounding really good. And now, Amber Reese, who is a wonderful vocalist of Well Traveled. Yeah, I just listened to your stuff last night, and you are going to be joining me sometime in February.
Mm-hmm, the 15th.
Tell me who's coming with you. Tell me about the group Well Traveled.
Well, it's really just Bruce Jones and I, and we are both members of the Usual Suspects band, which is a much larger band. We do weddings and parties, and we play in some bars around town too. But we're strictly a cover band so far. Although they have expressed an interest in working on some originals, but we play mostly on the weekends. 9 people. It's hard to coordinate that many people.
And when I asked my boss if we could get 9 people in the studio, she's like, "You're kidding, right?" I said, no,
Yeah.
and they're all horn players. And she's like, okay, that's going to completely disintegrate the studio. All of this foam that's all over the ceilings will come falling. But you're not actually going to bring 9 people in here.
No, although I have opened up the invitation to work on some original stuff with Bruce and myself.
Oh,
and,
good.
And so I'm hoping, well, Doug Finke is our trombone player, and he said right away that he would love to do it.
Yes.
So I'm hoping that I can get a couple more of the guys on board. And,
I'm sure you will.
Martina Shirley is our bassist. I'm hoping that she might, want to join in the fun.
Excellent.
But I don't want to put a whole lot of pressure on them to, because really, we play on the weekends because, midweek gigs are really hard. So Bruce and I decided, we'd like to do some midweek gigs and just kind of see where this can take us. So.
Well, you never know. When you go on the radio on Crest Hill Radio, it's all local and regional musicians. These guys are earning 6-figure gigs because they've been on this show.
You're really liberal with the decimal point.
Yeah, I was just going to say, if you count the decimal point as well, and then divide by 4 and square it, you'll get the amount that they're paid. Anyway, Bourbonville Buskers, what are we going to start out with?
So we're going to play a couple of Christmas tunes tonight.
I love that idea.
Yeah, well,
it'll
it's
go
that
with the
time of year.
apparel.
Yeah.
Right, right. But I think we're starting out with Santa Baby.
Santa baby, just slip a sable under the tree for me. Been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa baby, a 54 convertible to light blue. I'll wait up for you, dear Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Think of all the fun I've missed. Think of all the fellas that I haven't kissed. Next year I could be just as good if you'll check off my Christmas list. Santa baby, I want a yacht, and really that's not a lot. Been an angel all year, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa. Santa honey, one little thing that I really need, the deed to a platinum mine. Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Santa cutie, and fill my stocking with the duplex and checks. Sign your X on the line, Santa cutie, and hurry down the chimney tonight. Come and trim my Christmas tree with some decorations bought at Tiffany. I really do believe in you. Let's see if you believe in me. Santa baby, forgot to mention one little thing, a ring. I don't mean on the phone, Santa baby, so hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry down the chimney tonight. Hurry tonight.
Woohoo! The Bourbonville Buskers.
That was great.
That was fantastic.
you.
Thanks.
They're so much fun.
Yeah.
They come in here with all of their fun instruments. And tell me about that banjo, Patrick. I have a feeling we've talked about this before. But
This is a banjolele.
oh, yeah, that's right.
So
Banjolele.
it's a ukulele that's set up like a banjo. So it's got the hoop and skin, which gives it a nice plunky sound. And but it's short and it travels nicely. And
Did you make it?
Oh heck no!
It's a
No, this is
legitimate
a,
instrument.
This is made by Morgan Monroe. They're just a banjo company down in I want to say Knoxville, Tennessee. And this is the nicest little banjo uke I've found.
Have you ever seen
like
one
it.
of these, Amber?
I have not.
Of course, your style of music is not quite that of the Bourbonville Buskers, am I correct? 'Cause since you have a 9-piece horn section.
Right.
They only have a 1-piece horn
Well, we have
section.
4 horns.
Oh, you do?
We have 4 horns, and then the rest of the band makes up the whole 9-piece band.
I see. Oh, I'm disillusioned. I
Dave's
wanted
quite a piece,
I
though.
know.
I wanted a Jimmy
I'm a piece of
Dorsey
work.
orchestra in here. So tell me what you guys have been up to since the last time I saw you.
Let's see. When was the last time we saw you?
It's been a while. It's been
It's
when
been a
that
while.
wonky camera was going in circles.
Summer, late spring.
Were we here?
Yeah.
Late spring,
Beginning of summer.
I think
Yeah.
last time we were here, we were probably promoting Jug Band Jubilee.
Yes, which would have been summer.
Which turned out to be a lovely day, even
Good.
though the forecast was less than favorable.
Yeah.
We had a nice day there. And
We played down at Bernheim Forest for
Oh,
For their color
yeah,
fest.
for their color fest.
lovely.
for their
Yeah.
color
Oh.
fest.
That
was a lot
was
of fun.
lovely. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a great day.
What else did we do? We did something else that weekend too. Now I'm blanking on it.
I don't know.
Well, you've had fun. That's
Yeah.
the whole thing.
We've had fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Out on street corners doing our thing.
Busking.
Busking.
The Bourbonville Buskers. So, Warren,
Uh-huh.
what's your life like these days?
Well, it's about to get really nice. I just handed out my finals yesterday, so I spent today grading them. and
Awesome.
Once I finish those up, I got a couple weeks to enjoy the holidays.
Where do you teach?
So I teach at Louisville Collegiate School in
Awesome.
the Cherokee Triangle.
And what grade do you teach?
It's juniors and seniors. I teach upper level science electives.
Science. One of my non-favorite things.
Oh. Maybe you should have had me as a teacher.
I
Just
would
saying.
love to. If I had you as a teacher, I probably would have loved
Modesty.
science.
Warren and
Isn't
modesty.
isn't he awesome? How about you, Dave? What are you up to these days?
I'm actually past the point where Warren is, and I've already given out graded finals and everything's done. So I'm on winter break.
Another teacher. And where do you teach?
University of Louisville.
And what classes do you teach?
I'm in the sociology department. I'm the professor of dreaded subjects.
Oh no, that's a lot more along my line.
I have a BS in sociology.
I have a BS in. I have a lot of BS, but I have a BS in poli
I teach their
sci.
stats class.
Oh, cool.
That's great. That was my favorite. I was TA in my stats class. and
What's wrong with you?
I know. I know.
This is
I
Amber
loved it.
speaking, the woman with the 9-piece trombone band that doesn't exist. So, Cheryl, you're up next.
Well, it's Christmas Carol season, and I'm at Actors Theater in the box office
Awesome.
there. So that's kind of what I'm up to lately. Looking forward to the holiday and having some days off with the family. and-
Well, your actor's whole thing is the Christmas Carol right now, right?
Yes,
Is there
yes.
anything else showing?
that is it right now. Yes,
In every theater, the Christmas Carol.
Yeah.
No, just kidding. So, how many performances a day?
Right now it's just one, except the weekends, and then next week it'll be There are some student matinees that I don't count, but because I don't deal with them.
Those actors must be exhausted, though.
Oh, yeah, the 2-a-days especially. They work very hard.
Who's playing Timmy?
I don't know.
You don't know the kid's name? Who is the little rugrat playing Timmy? Is that even the kid's name? Timmy?
Tiny Tim.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
close enough.
For a few years,
I'm
there
thinking
it
of
was
South
this really
Park.
cute
Yeah.
kid, but I think he got older and now it's someone else. So I don't.
Sorry,
That's
kid,
what
you're too big for the role.
He's still involved. Just
Get out of here.
just not tiny anymore.
Oh, my God.
Just like Charlie Brown, they got to fire him every 5 years.
Just like Patrick. He's not tiny anymore. He's a big boy now. What are you doing these days?
I'm a CPA. It's not worth talking about.
Oh, not until February.
It
And
is
then we're
not
gonna
fun.
Right.
we're gonna just throw a pizza to you in the middle of the
Does
conference
not make
room,
good
and
for
you can just
good
stay
radio.
there 24 hours a day.
Yeah.
Man alive. I just had an encounter with the IRS.
Oh, good.
Fun.
Yeah, when I hit the guy on the middle of the street and he went flying up over my roof, I thought, That's a point for humanity.
It's a mitzvah.
It is. Play me another song.
We'll do.
How
Is that
about
you?
the banjo song of Santa Never Brings
Oh.
Me One, since we were talking about banjos?
We could do that. Of course.
Instrument swap? I was taking a
Yeah.
guess that since you had one on, it was going to work.
No,
Nice job,
She's
Dave.
doing the
bringing
claw
out
hammer
the
on this one.
5-gallon
That's
drum.
Right, that's right.
This is exciting stuff, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, Lord.
I'm very interested.
Is that called a wash tub?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah.
I kind of thought
Well,
that.
Technically, it's a laundry detergent bucket rather than a wash tub. Still laundry related, but
You know, you can watch yourselves on a delay if you'd like. You're just now getting out the wash tub. It's so much
Hold that.
fun on YouTube. Little do
Thank
you
you.
guys know.
In the future.
Little do you know that you are living in an alternate reality here on Crescent Hill Radio. Okay, you ready?
No.
no,
Sorry,
'cause
Pat.
he's slow.
Patrick is trying
Dave could
to.
have given me some more warning because now
Patrick
I'm
is trying to
tangled up
harness
in
the power of
cables
his
and-
many instruments.
Yeah. It's the only instrument swap we have, and I
Dave
got
just
caught
threw
off
it
guard.
right at him.
Called it out.
That's why you keep the double kazoo right there wrapped around your neck, right?
There you go.
You're always ready with the kazoo. Uh-oh. Now
You got
he's
a
breaking
tambourine
our
up there?
lights.
There's a tambourine up
Yeah, there is
Yeah.
on the bookshelf.
Oh, no. I just saw that. Would you like me to play the tambourine, Patrick?
You're welcome to.
Is it your instrument or is it just there?
It's
No,
just
I
there.
think that is the studio's tambourine.
I see.
Yeah.
Are you a good tambourinist?
I have been a tambourinist.
Do you want to have Amber play with you?
I wouldn't want to.
No?
I wouldn't want to damage the integrity of the original song.
There is no integrity.
You're talking to the
is
Bourbonville
none.
Buskers.
That's right.
All right, kids. We ready? Are we in tune?
It's a banjo. We could be here a while and it still won't make a difference.
I think
On the
Stephen
tuning.
Foster. How much time did Stephen Foster spend tuning? As long as it's in tune with your silver guitar, Warren. What is the deal with that silver guitar?
This is just your standard resonator guitar, and this was the shiny chrome finish they had it in.
That's pretty cool.
That is
Yeah, I get a lot of compliments on it. People seem to like shiny stuff.
Hold it up. Hold it up so we can share it with our friends on YouTube.
The real
Look at that.
the real fun thing is when we're
Wow.
playing outside in the middle of the day during the summer because
yeah.
this thing reflects the sun like crazy.
Blinding everyone.
So I can just sit there and like flash people in the face with it as they're walking by. Have a
Does
good
it get
time.
hot?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, are we ready now, Patrick?
I believe we're ready.
Here
Sorry
we
about
go.
that.
All right.
No, you're fine. They totally did it to you.
I know, right?
Merry Christmas.
Bourbonville Buskers on the Homegrown Radio Hour.
Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. 'Cause Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. My brother got the train that he asked for, my sister even got a violin. How did he miss the one thing on my list in the letter that I sent to him? I told him how hard I would practice, told him I would play it so loud. High lonesome sound will fill up the town and it'll make my parents so proud. But Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. 'Cause Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. I ask my parents if they know why Santa always leave me so sad. I do well in school and I follow the rules, and I don't think I've been bad. Maybe it's too much for the workshop, maybe it's too tricky for the elves. Since I'll never understand, I think I'm bound for myself. 'Cause Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. 'Cause Santa never brings me a banjo, and I can never understand why. Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry. Yes, every Christmas Eve I see it in my dreams, but every Christmas morning I cry.
Woohoo! The Bourbonville Buskers. I just Love their music.
That was awesome.
Well, I have to give credit. That is by a Canadian artist by the name of David Miles. He wrote that song a couple years ago and put it on a Christmas album he did, and we ran into it and thought, hey, we have a banjo in the band, and we understand the sentiment behind that tune, so
There you go.
we're going to play it.
Warren and I trade banjo jokes on Facebook.
Yeah.
And,
I don't know if I've ever heard a banjo joke. Would you be willing to share with the class?
oh, yeah. What do you call 50 banjos at the bottom of the ocean?
A good start.
There you go.
You have heard banjo jokes.
Banjo joke.
Replace banjo with attorneys.
Yeah, pretty much.
Or in my case, IRS operators.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tell me another one.
How do you slow down a banjo player? Put sheet music in front of him. How do you make him stop? Put notes on the sheet.
Oh, you're just so full of fun.
Oh, I know.
Colin's laughing at that one. He liked it.
Yeah.
I have an interactive producer. We like to talk to each other with our eye signals, like, pointing to the eyes, pointing away from the eyes. Are you ready to play again?
Sure.
Yeah, I think I'm together.
You could just keep playing and playing and playing, and I would just sit here and listen
We
because
don't have that many Christmas tunes.
you make me laugh every time we talk.
know.
So it's probably less destructive to the show.
I'll
if
tell you what,
just
I'm
keep
gonna
playing.
throw one at Dave.
All right. There we
Oh
go.
boy!
Dave, you ready to sing for us?
All right.
Let's hear it, Dave.
So, Dave, you know Santa, don't you?
I've been acquainted.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How's he doing?
He's doing middling to poor.
Really? What happened?
I don't know.
Really?
Woman troubles, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
Poor Santa.
I know. It's terrible, really. Well, someone else wrote a song about it.
Yeah, this one's from the Christmas Jug Band. Some folks in Messina, California. I think it's Messina. Not sure. Anyways, Christmas Jug Band. Mendocino?
Mendocino.
Mendo.
Mendocino. That's
Mendocino.
an actual California town.
You would know.
I would know.
You would know. All right.
All right. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Santa used to like to chuckle. He's always been a belly full of laughs. Sitting in his Santa Claus chair, posing for the photographs. But now he don't laugh so much. In fact, about 1/3 less. Old Saint Nick's got a problem. Man, he's in an awful mess, 'cause he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho.
Uh-oh. Where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know. But Santa's feeling mighty low. He used to do hidey-ho. Now he's only doing hidey.
Oh, no. Where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know. Santa lost a hoe. Now Santa's been doing his best to get into the Christmas mood, keeping his little elves happy. He's the #1 Christmas dude. But there ain't no joy, 'cause just one toy is missing from Santa's shack. He never had a doll go AWOL. Once he got her in the sack, but there ain't enough go ho ho. Now he's only going ho ho.
Uh-oh. Where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know. But Santa's feeling mighty low. He used to do hidey-ho. Now he's only doing hidey.
Oh, no. Where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know. Santa lost a hoe. He better find that hoe before he takes off Christmas Eve. 'Cause the Santa that's only got 2 hoes, no one would believe. Oh, Santa, if you need some cheering, stop by on your way. Jug band going to party all the way to Christmas. Just open up, feel up. You're gonna leave here laughing, even if you're one whole light. 'Cause he used to go ho, ho, ho. Now he's only going ho, ho.
Oh, no. Where'd the other hoe go?
I don't know. But Santa's feeling mighty low. Do hidey-ho. Now he's only doing
just posted you on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and it said double meaning much?
No, none of our songs have any double meaning.
No double entendre.
They're all very
Yeah, the
literal.
whole thing is family friendly.
That was pretty cute, actually. I like that. Who did that song? Is that you?
No, it was a
Oh,
Christmas.
yeah. No, that's the Christmas Jug Band out of.
Mendocino.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
Mendocino, that
Yeah.
word that we couldn't pronounce from that
Right.
county
Yeah,
we didn't know.
They're
Yeah.
a group of guys that get together basically
girls.
and girls and write a couple Christmas tunes and
Christmas
record
jug
an
bands.
album and yeah.
Yeah.
So are you guys going to play anything that you wrote?
No,
Not for Christmas,
We mostly
no.
Why don't you write
Oh, yeah.
something? Why, if they can do it, why can't you?
Hey, we tried. It turned out bad.
Lauren's gonna write axial tilt is the reason for the season.
Yeah, I got busy with it.
I
He'll
like
write
it.
that for next year.
Yeah, that was the plan. No, I got
You know,
busy.
those physics teachers.
Yeah.
Cheryl,
Axial tilt is the
Cheryl,
reason
that
for
was
this.
really good.
It was Cheryl just dropped that line.
That was
one time,
off the
and I was
cuff,
like,
right?
I gotta write a song. It was. Yeah.
Axial tilt is the reason for the season. Holy smokums. Okay, so Amber, our co-host tonight from Well Traveled and also operates with the usual suspects on a regular basis. Amber, if you were to describe the Bourbonville Buskers in 2 words or less, what would you say?
Does it have to only be 2 words?
No, you can say as many words as you want. I
Okay.
was just giving you a challenge.
Because I mean, this is like the best
Rolling
of like
disaster.
down. No. I mean, you guys are playing with a bucket. Like this is awesome, y'all. Super fun and creative, and I mean, you guys are really fun.
Isn't it hilarious?
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
love it.
glad you came in.
Me too.
See, I asked Amber to come by in case you were wondering, because I wanted her to see if she could actually fit 9 horns in this studio. But now that we know she only has 4,
Right.
it's a possibility.
right.
And 9 pieces, which
Yeah.
would be the jug washboard and
Right? We can make that work.
the Doolittle thing that's around his neck. What is that? Is that just called a kazoo holder, Patrick?
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It is.
Yeah. Well,
There's not
I
a.
think it's a harmonica holder, but
There's no more technical word for it, like axial tilt harmonica holder.
no.
It does seem to have a tilt.
Well, that might be me. I'm quite tilted this time of year.
It is a Bourbonville Buskers
That's
after
right.
all. He's been tilting a little bit, tilting at windmills. So what have you guys got next?
We're going to do a tune. I'm sure you've heard this done by Louis Armstrong and Louis Jordan. It's an old jazz standard for Christmas, if you can say that.
Yeah.
It's a Christmas
Yeah.
jazz
The standard.
standard.
Yeah, but this is from a time back when Santa Claus wasn't the jolly guy in the red suit that you saw in the Coca-Cola bottles.
Yeah. This was the pre-Coca-Cola Santa.
Yeah, this
I
is
like
when
the Santa
Santa
with
was
the-
a little scary still.
Yeah, I liked him with the long green robe with like ermine collar.
Oh, yeah, like Father
Euro-
Christmas?
The Saint
yeah, the
Nicholas
Northern
Father
European
Christmas- yeah.
version.
Well, I got to say, before you start playing, I got to tell you something. On that December Eve of Christmas in 2012, I was sitting in the studio doing my Take It From Tara show. And I was alone that night because nobody could come in on Christmas Eve. And I hear the stamping of feet and the jingling of bells. And who walks into the building but Santa? And I had an hour-long conversation with him, which was probably, see, I'm tearing up. This is me. One of the best conversations ever. And on Christmas Eve, we're going to play it again.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah.
That'll be fun to tune
So now
into.
play me the song.
All right.
Gifts I'm preparing for some Christmas sharing, but I pause because hanging my stocking, I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? Sure is dark out, ain't the slightest spark out on my clacking jaw. Who there, who is it? Are you stopping for a visit? Is that you, Santa Claus? Are you bringing a present for me? Something pleasantly pleasant for me? Then it's just what I've been waiting for. Or would you mind slipping it under the door? The winds are howling. Could that be Is that you, Santa Claus? Hanging the stockings, I can hear a knocking. Is that you, Santa Claus? Who there, who is it? Are you stopping for a visit? Is that you, Santa Claus? Oh, there, Santa, you gave me a scare. Now stop teasing, cause I know you're there. We don't believe in no goblins today, but I can't explain why I'm shaking this way. Bet I can see old Santa in the keyhole. I get right to the cause. One peek and I'll try there. Uh-oh, there's an eye there. Is that you, Santa Claus? Say that's you, Santa Claus.
Woohoo! The Bourbonville Buskers, how much fun. And I just am so glad you guys were able to get here tonight to do Christmas carols. How much fun are you? You know, it's interesting.
No, we appreciate a chance to come back. 'Cause
Yeah.
we usually book a couple of Christmas shows, and then we looked at our schedules this year, and
You didn't have anything.
We didn't have anything.
So you came here
Yeah.
instead.
Yeah. Tomorrow, Warren leaves for California. He doesn't get back until... Or no, wait, you're around for another week. You leave soon.
He's leaving.
Yeah.
And then right after he gets back, Warren goes to California, and yeah, so we don't have a chance to play.
How lucky am I?
Yeah. So we called you up, and you were good enough to have us on.
Are you
so-
kidding me? I begged
Thank you.
I begged you on hands and knees. I said,
Yeah.
please, Bourbonville Buskers, please come in and do a show for Christmas. Well, Gavin is going to be in next week for me, and he's going to have Heidi Howe on the HomeGrown Radio Hour. She's been one of my favorite artists for many, many years, and so she and Gavin are going to I've got to take the night off. And I'm very excited about the holidays coming up because it's going to give Crescent Hill Radio an opportunity to play a lot of really fun Christmas music and some beautiful Christmas music as well. My friends at the Louisville Winds just had a Christmas concert, which we recorded. And that will be played probably Christmas Eve or Christmas Day, maybe after my conversation with Claus, which would be really appropriate. But beautiful Christmas music with a lovely rendition of "Oh Holy Night" by Melinda Cumberland. And it's a big wind ensemble. So it has a unique sound, and I'm really excited about the fact that it's going to be played on Crescent Hill Radio. Now, back to the Bourbonville Buskers. On a good day.
All right.
On a good day.
On a good day.
Not like today.
Oh, today's a great day.
Well, today's a great day to be inside. We would not be playing out in this cold.
On a good day of playing, what would you say your general audience size would be? Like, just say the Jug Band Jubilee. How many people do you draw? Because
Jug
that's
Band
more
Jubilee
than
is
just
pretty
you
big.
guys. That's a bunch of
Yeah,
jug
the Jug
bands.
Band Jubilee is quite huge. I don't know. I would say
like when
500 to 700 maybe show up for
when
that.
when we're opening at the beginning of the day, it's somewhere around 150 people out there, probably, maybe 200.
Are you still doing it
Don
at the
Fleming
amphitheater?
shows up.
Yeah, then there's about 700 people showing up.
When
at the
who
end.
shows up?
Don Fleming's, he
Oh.
headlined it this year. He's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, what does he play?
Everything.
Everything.
Oh,
Yeah,
all at the same
seriously.
time?
No kidding, everything.
Yeah, He plays banjo, guitar, fiddle, bones.
Cool.
And then fills in on like
Jar,
fife
like,
and
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a really interesting guy to watch in concert. A lot of stories. Basically spent a bunch of time traveling around through the south and the eastern part of the mountains and stuff of this country, talking to people about local music, getting stories from old timers and things like that before
Cool.
they passed away. So he knows a lot of old music from kind of starting from mid 1800s. Going on from there, just old folk tunes and stuff, and he plays them on the original instruments and stuff.
A lot of Irish influence there in the
Yeah.
Appalachians.
Yep.
How cool are you? So $700, 700 people, not $700. Do you charge for that, by the way? Is there a charge for the
Oh,
jumping?
yeah. I mean, we're not the organizers, so I'm not going to take credit and do we charge for that?
No, but you promoted
But no,
it
that
a lot.
is, that's a freebie. That is brought by a bunch of very nice donors and sponsors.
Yeah.
And it takes place.
Brown
let's see,
Foreman
it's at the
Amphitheater.
I
Yeah,
want to
it's
say
Brown
it's the third Saturday
September.
of September.
Yep.
It's usually right around September 20th.
Yeah.
But it's a free concert. There's stuff for the kids as well.
Right down on the river.
But it is
Yeah.
so much fun.
Put it
and
on
they're
your
great
calendar
acts.
for next year.
Yeah, because
It
I
is a
drove
fantastic event.
over 64 and I could look down at the park, at waterfront there, and I could see, from a distance actually, but I saw a good crowd there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And that was you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Part
good.
of us, maybe, depending on the time of day.
It was you. It was a whole day. So we have 20 minutes, and that's never enough time when you're here, but I'd like to hear more.
All right.
Okay.
We got a couple more.
Yay.
How about what are you doing New Year's Eve?
Okay.
Oh, that's a sad one.
Is
Yeah.
that a problem?
No, go ahead.
I
Just
love this
break our
song.
hearts a little bit more. No, it's a beautiful song. These are the Bourbonville Buskers, and they are live on Crestnell Radio's Homegrown Radio Hour.
Ready?
Yep.
Maybe it's much too early in the game. Oh, but I thought I'd ask you just the same. What do you do in New Year's? New Year's Eve. Wonder whose arms will hold you good and tight when it's exactly 12 o'clock that night. Welcoming in the new year, New Year's Eve. Maybe I'm crazy to suppose I'd ever be the one you chose out of 1,000 invitations you received. Ah, but in case I stand one little chance, here comes the jackpot
Lovely. Isn't she lovely? That's
was
Cheryl
really nice.
Anderson on vocals. Dave Rolfs on trombone. Warren Erath playing the cool, hot silver guitar that doesn't get hot in the summer but reflects and blinds you in the sunshine. And Patrick Drowse is playing 3 or 4 instruments at the same time, much like his hero, Don Fleming. So I'm very excited to have you in. Patrick, are you blushing or are you just hot?
This Santa cap I'm wearing.
Take it off,
really
babe.
hot.
Take it off.
It's good.
I'm
I'm sure my hair looks lovely at this point.
Well, I just was thinking as I was sitting here, these headphones are really getting hot. So, wow. Amber,
Yes.
when did you start singing?
Oh, like officially?
Yeah, I mean, when you were
professionally,
5 or-
Yeah, no, certainly. As
All
soon
your
as
life.
I could make noise, I was singing songs. Actually, there's a funny story that my dad likes to tell of me. About 3 years old, they stuck a paper cup onto the end of some kind of stick, and I was Johnny the rock star singer.
Oh my gosh.
And my cup kept falling down, and I kept getting really mad, and they'd have to put the cup back up.
Oh,
but
how funny.
Yeah,
that was your microphone. Mm-hmm. How cute. And, I think all of us love music more than anything in the whole world. Music, you know what they said? All things shall perish under the sky. Music alone shall live, never to die. Don't you think? Honestly? Dave?
Somebody's got to play the music.
And that would be you, the Bourbonville Buskers, who are available for booking gigs. What is it that you typically would charge to take your 4-piece band out on the road to, say, a bar mitzvah?
We've never done a bar mitzvah.
I think you'd be
no
successful.
idea.
I'm not sure we're kosher.
But
I think 14. Colin just fell out of his chair.
This reminds me of the summer gig we had to turn down.
Which one?
We had a church contact us about their Friday picnic, and they were like, "Oh, you guys sound like you'd be a lot of fun for us. We get a great group of people there. This sounds like something that we'd love to have you at." And we had to tell them, like, not sure how much of our music you listen to, but most of the stuff you can interpret in a way that is not.
Double meaning.
It's drinking, philandering, and
innuendos.
Otherwise
Our
altering
songs
your
largely
perception.
roll around. They largely revolve around partying, mind-altering substances, and intimate
songs.
Relationships.
relationships.
Bourbon.
We just when we found all the songs from like the 20s and 30s that were written when like people are in their speakeasy tunes and things like
Sure.
that, when musicians were playing for people who were out partying, having a good time, breaking the law and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, our tunes largely
It's a little like country songs,
Sorry.
wine, women, and song.
Strong innuendos.
Yeah, well, that's what we love about you. We're so glad that you're here to play with us. What's up next?
Let's do Baby It's Cold Outside.
Okay.
I love that one.
I'm excited.
I really can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
I've got to go away.
But baby, it's cold outside.
This evening has been
Been hoping that you'd drop in.
so very nice.
I'll hold your hands there just like
My mother
ice.
will start to work.
Beautiful, what's your
My father will be
hurry?
pacing the floor.
Listen to the fireplace
So really,
roar.
I better scurry.
Beautiful, please don't
Well, maybe just a half a drink more.
put some music on while I
Really
pour.
can't stay.
Baby, it's cold outside.
The answer is no.
But baby, it's cold outside.
This welcome has been
How lucky that you dropped in.
so nice and warm.
Look out the window at that storm.
My sister will be
Gosh, your
suspicious.
lips look
My
delicious.
brother will be pacing the floor.
Waves upon a tropical shore.
My maiden's aunt's mind is vicious.
Gosh, your lips are delicious.
Maybe just a half a cigarette more.
Never such a blizzard before.
Neighbors might think,
Baby, it's bad out there.
say what's in this drink.
No caps to be had out there.
I wish I knew how
Your eyes are like starlight
to
now.
break the spell.
I'll take your hat, your hair looks
I
swell.
ought to say no, no, no,
Mind
sir.
if I move closer?
At least I'm gonna say that I
What's the
tried.
sense in hurting my pride?
I really can't stay.
Baby, don't hold out.
But it's cold outside. I've got to get home.
Baby, you'll freeze out there.
Say, lend me a comb.
It's up to your knees out there.
You've really been grand.
I thrill when you touch my
But
hand.
don't you see?
How can you do this thing to
There's
me?
bound to be talk tomorrow.
Think of my lifelong sorrow.
At least there will be plenty implied.
If you caught pneumonia and
I
died,
really can't stay.
Get over that old doubt.
But it's cold outside.
Oh, it sure is. And it's going to get colder. Tonight, we are going to see temperatures diving into the teens.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Listen to that transition, folks.
Isn't that fabulous?
I
That's
know,
why.
right into the weather.
That's why they pay me the big bucks here at Crescent Hill Radio, because I can transition into anything. We are seriously going to see some bitter cold weather. So as I'm going to reinforce what I said on Waggin Wednesday today.
Oh, yeah.
Which is, we will have dangerously cold temperatures, but also dangerously cold wind chills. The wind chill comes in when you figure it's going to be really cold, and then it's going to be really windy, and it's going to feel colder than it actually is.
Every time you're outside going, man, this
And
wind
bring in
sucks.
those dogs.
And that's the whole point of this
Speaking of
conversation.
Waggin' Wednesday.
Speaking of Waggin' Wednesday, please bring your... And it's not just dogs. It's, what Erica Coghill and I were talking about from Louisville Metro Animal Services. The fact that you have other animals outdoors. If you have horses, this is a good night to put them in the barn with some nice straw and a horse blanket. And if you have any outdoor animals, it's a night to bring them in. I know that people are going, oh, I've got an outdoor cat. Oh, I've got an outdoor dog. It doesn't matter what they are. They need to come inside. Because we're literally looking at temperatures dropping into the lower teens. And with the wind chill, it could take it into single digits. So if you have to have a dog out in a doghouse that's insulated and it has a little wind curtain on the front and it's got blankets and it's going to be warm and has water, then, it might be okay. But preferably bring them inside. And did you guys know, not so fun fact, that an animal can dehydrate just as quickly as it can freeze, because people don't think, since it's cold, well, they obviously don't need water. Do we stop drinking water when it's cold? No, we
Start
don't.
drinking something else.
You drink bourbon. You guys drink bourbon, I know, and you probably had a few bourbons before you came in for the show tonight. Didn't you, Patrick? See, there's no response. I know when there's silence that I've struck a nerve. Play us another song, Bourbonville Buskers.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. You really are a heel. You're as cuddly as a cactus. You're as charming as an eel, Mr. Grinch. You're a bad banana with a greasy black peel. You're a monster, Mr. Grinch. Your heart's an empty hole. Your brain is full of spiders. You've got garlic in your soul, Mr. Grinch. I wouldn't touch you with a 39.5-foot pole. Well, you're a vile one, Mr. Grinch. You have termites in your smile. You have all the tender sweetness of a seasick crocodile, Mr. Grinch. Given the choice between the two of you, I'd take the seasick crocodile. Well, you're a foul one, Mr. Grinch. You're a nasty, wasty skunk. Your heart is full of unwashed socks. Your soul is full of gunk, Mr. Grinch. The three words that best describe you are as follows, and I quote: stink, stank, stunk. You're a rotter, Mr. Grinch. You're the king of sinful sots. Your heart's a dead tomato squash with moldy purple spots, Mr. Grinch. Your soul is an appalling dump heap, overflowing with the most deplorable rubbish imaginable. Mangled up, entangled up now. You nauseate me, Mr. Grinch, with a nauseous super nos. You're a crooked jerky jockey and you drive a crooked horse, Mr. Grinch. You're a 3-decker sauerkraut and toadstool sandwich with arsenic sauce.
Oh, the Bourbonville Buskers with Warren Erath at the very lead of the Mr. Grinch song. I love How the Grinch Stole Christmas. Do you not, Warren?
Oh, yeah. It's a very fun movie. I don't watch a whole lot of Christmas movies, but that is one that every time I find it, I will sit down and watch it.
We'll see.
Oh, no. The
Colin.
movie is so much worse than the TV special.
Wait a minute.
I cannot.
I was just going to say.
Sorry, that's what I'm referring to.
Oh,
not
okay.
not
Yeah.
the
Jim
sort of
Carrey movie.
No. I'm talking the old animated one
I
with
like that
with the
one.
narration over
Yeah.
it the whole
Yes.
time. And
Yes.
that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
my
I knew what you meant.
favorite
Yeah.
Christmas show.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, thank you very much. I think so too. I was just going to say, Colin, you and I might be the only ones who remember before Jim Carrey, there was an animated show called How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
That was my
yeah.
childhood jam.
Yep.
Wait a minute, or what, dear? Oh,
Yeah.
Boris Karloff. I
really?
remember that. Yeah.
Yeah.
The narrator. Oh my gosh, that was
good.
he's the one who sang that song.
Yeah.
How funny. And of
Yep.
course, the Grinch has always been the iconic figure of, Scrooge McDuck would have
Yeah.
been a Grinch.
Yeah.
And, whoever was, every single horrible protagonist in a show is the Grinch. And I think it was a genius to write that song, and it carries us through so many seasons. I mean, it applies at every time of year. And right now we have Grinches running all over the place in many different capitals of the
President-elect.
states and of the world, and we just have to keep a happy Christmas going. Without mentioning any names, which we won't. 7:56, we got time for one more song. And before we do that, I just want to re-emphasize, because I just looked at the updated forecast, and I have to say that Kevin Harnett at Wave is my favorite meteorologist.
Oh, that guy's crazy into weather.
Well, of course he is.
I love watching him because he is so into it.
Well, and he gives you really good information.
Yeah.
He doesn't bore you to death with details about all of the different maps that he thinks he knows more than anybody about. He really does. But what he does is he tells a weather story.
Yeah.
And he does it very well, and you can trust him, so that when you turn on Wave 3, all of the people on Wave 3 are great. Yeah. And by the way, a shout out to Dawn G, our good friend, and she's going through physical therapy for the stroke that she suffered on the air a week or two ago, and she's doing an amazing job. We just all are sending our prayers and good wishes to her. But anyway, back to Kevin, because this is important. Wind chills are going to be between -5 and 5 tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock, and we should have a temperature of a degree. Degree. One degree. So I would really recommend highly that you wear your warm clothes, layer it up with your wool if you've got it. And once again, I'm going to be even more adamant now. Bring the dogs and other animals inside tonight. Time for one more song. And I was going to say, before we go, I want to thank you, Amber Reese, for dropping by tonight.
Thank you so much. This has been a blast.
Have you ever co-hosted a music show?
I have not.
Wow.
Safely.
Didn't she do a
I can
great
safely
job,
say
ladies
that.
and gentlemen? I just threw her into that seat and said, there's your mic, there's your headphones, and she just took it from there. Well done, and I will look forward to seeing you guys in the new year.
Thank you.
With
I'm really looking forward to it.
either well-traveled or the usual suspects.
Yeah,
as many
a
as
mixture.
we can cram in here.
Yeah.
That'll be fun.
Cool.
One more 2-minute song, guys, and then you can talk me out, okay?
All right. So this is one that showed up on the TV show Bob's Burgers that we thought was just perfect for us.
Amber recognizes it. She's going, yay!
You know what's coming. All right.
That's a great show.
All right.
the last present's been delivered, and the snow outside's getting thicker. So let's open that bottle of liquor. Hey, bourbon, take me home. On bourbon, on vodka, on scotch, and on gin. Take me back, let that North Pole dancing begin. It's my party, I'll be naughty, get more lit than a tree. Put that elf on a shelf, and Merry Christmas to me. Oh, bourbon. 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 Oh, bourbon, 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 bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Bourbon for me. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon. Oh, bourbon.
Oh boy.
bourbon.
Oh bourbon. This has been the Bourbonville Buskers on the Homegrown Radio Hour. How much fun have we had for the last hour? Always fun when these guys show up. I really want to thank Patrick Drouse for bringing in Warren Erath, Cheryl Anderson, and Dave Rolfs. Also want to thank my surprise co-host Amber Reese of The Usual Suspects and Well Traveled. And Heidi Howe's going to be in next week. I'm taking the night off, but Gavin Castor will bring his full arsenal of humor and talent to the show. I will see you after Christmas, so have a great one. Thanks so much for tuning in. Homegrown Radio Hour out.
Oh, bourbon.
You're listening to WCHQ LP, Louisville, Kentucky, 100.9 FM, Crescent Hill Radio. All local music all the time.
It's 29 degrees.